Welcome once again. It's Sunday. This week we're going to talk about the book I started with my son, my co-pilot, my young Padawan, Malice Max. I've gotten some questions about it. You people feel that it's kind of interesting. And so did I. This is why I wanted to create this book. Well, the story is his, a book that he created by himself. He drew it, he wrote it, he glued it together, presented it in his school, which gave positive reaction. And so the library at his school agreed to have it there. So the first book was about this girl named Stella, who lives alone with her father. Kind of like me and my co-pilot here, we are both solo. Stella has her usual day. She wakes up in the morning with her dad. They have breakfast together. They talk. And then she goes to school. And she meets her friends and her bully, I believe. And her friends are Zane and Aurora. They're her best friends. So this is a trio. They're always together at school. I believe she has recession in school. And she stays alone when little Tiny appears jumping through a window or falling through a window. And this is the first time she meets Tiny. So they become friends. And this is how that book, the first book, ends. He wanted to continue this story with and do exactly the same thing he did with the first book. But I liked it, and I told him I can design the characters so we'll get a better picture of how they look. Because I was kind of curious, especially about Tiny. I kind of like Tiny. He's my favorite. So I drew them, I designed them, and we both really liked what we saw. And honestly, I felt that this would be an awesome book to read if I was in this age. So I've done a couple of drawings already, a couple of pages. So hopefully we will be finished after this summer, at this pace anyway. So this new story starts out at home with Stella. She's in her room alone, and all of a sudden there's a portal opening up over her head. She gets sucked into it with some of her stuff and screams. She's screaming at Dad and Tiny to come help her. So they arrive, and when they enter the room, they get sucked in them too to the portal. So they're all getting sucked into the portal. Nobody knows where they're going. And on the other side, they're all landing and waking up. They're in a forest in a new, strange world that is called the Middle. Tiny belongs there. It is his world. It is where he was created or born. So they are stuck there in this strange new world. All of a sudden, something scares them, and they see a creature coming out of the forest. I'm very excited about the world building that he's made. I'm just following his lead. So I'm looking forward to completing this and continuing this journey with my son. And that's the main part of it all, that we're bonding, having a good time. So that's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little info about the book, the second book of Tiny. I hope to see you next week, guys. Take care of yourselves.